Well, look at that. We have bison herds shaping up. We'll have more on that soon. Not in this dev blog, but it was just a better way to start this dev blog than looking at interface panels. So then you're probably wondering why I called you here today, and it's to talk about game difficulty. We've gotten a good number of requests, especially in the past year, to have more options to boost the difficulty of the game. Now, there are many ways that we could do that, and we have settled on 2. First, you might notice that there's a new option here on the gameplay panel. Critical hits for adult NPC wolves. Some players have noticed that if your pups survive the first year, they're pretty much invulnerable for the rest of their life, at least as long as they're in your pack. And that includes your mate. If you want to get rid of your mate, well, you need to get some bison involved. So we've added this new option. If you switch it on, then all NPC wolves, your packmates, rival wolves, dispersal wolves, all of them have a chance of getting a critical hit, a large, possibly fatal amount of damage from a bite or a kick or whatnot during a hunt or a fight. Now the odds of that happening are very, very low each time, but over the course of a game year or 2, it adds up. And whether or not that kills your packmate, that can shake things up a bit in the pack. So obviously this is totally optional, but if you don't like how your packmates never seem to die, or you just want some more grist for your role-playing and storytelling, this option is for you. Now, these critical hits can increase the game's difficulty if one strikes at a bad moment, but obviously it's very narrow in its effect. But we recognize that some players have developed a lot of skill with the gameplay and would like a new, harder difficulty level in general. We brainstormed some ideas within the team and with our private testers and came up with a plan, but the problem is, what do you call it? I mean, what's harder than accurate? Really accurate? Super duper accurate? Fortunately, one of our moderators and private testers, Circinus, suggested the perfect name. Unforgiving. Life is unfair, nature is not on your side, things can spiral out of control. So if you choose this, what's in it? In some aspects, it's just the same as accurate. The frequency of pup raids and hex invasions, that's the same, no change there. But we realized that accurate difficulty did have a few kind of gaping inconsistencies. Primarily, on accurate, you do more damage to NPC wolves, and NPC wolves do a lot more damage to your wolf, but your packmates, it's like they're still playing on challenging difficulty. They don't give or get any greater amount of damage. And that's kind of odd, isn't it? So now, in Unforgiving, NPC wolves give and get more damage. They use the same 1.5 multiplier that your player wolf, gives to NPC wolves. This is still less than the player wolf takes in damage. We've kept that the same as an accurate. You're more vulnerable. That's what makes it difficult. But making all NPC wolves the same in terms of damage dealt and damage received, turns out that works quite nicely to make hunts and fights feel more dangerous to your pack as a whole and more interesting. Oh, and also pups of the year take a bit more damage than at the lower difficulties. And along with that, NPC wolves regenerate health more slowly on Unforgiving. Not quite as slowly as the player wolf, but slower than on lower difficulty levels. So they take more damage and it takes them longer to recover. So what else is in Unforgiving? Pups need more food to fill up, which should make pup quests, especially growing pups in late summer, more challenging. Pups also have a somewhat higher chance of getting sick, but they also have a higher chance of recovering from sickness, so they're more likely to be sick during predator raids and slow to get to safety. And finally, competitors are a bit more fighty and a bit less flighty. So this combination of things has been working quite nicely in testing for players who want to live on the edge, have more twists and turns, more ups and downs in the life of their pack. It's not for everybody, but we're excited about it. Oh, and since packmates are now more vulnerable during hunts and fights, you might want to keep a closer eye on their health. So we have a new optional on-screen display showing packmate health. This is any difficulty level regardless of other settings. And it shows paw prints for the packmates who are with you, whether you're on an excursion or at the home site. It's just the ones who you're worried about right now. You can toggle this on and off with Control-N. That's what we settled on after some debate. But remember, you can easily change this or any other input in the Controls remapper. Just click on it, choose what you prefer. So all this is not in the game yet. We're still doing some testing on it, but it's coming soon to the next public beta and release. So stay tuned.